If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome back to the Low Scale Gaming podcast. I'm your host, Fantasy, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones. Conan, how you doing today?
Dude, I am freaking exhausted. It has been a day and a half.
Whenever I texted you at what was it? It was 1:30 in the morning, and got an instant response from Conan Jones.
Yep.
Figured it was a rough night.
Yeah,
So
it.
tell me what happened.
It's my fail side.
Oh,
We'll kind of
okay.
go through pleasantries and then I'll jump into it if that works.
Yeah.
So
So what are you doing this weekend? I forgot you had like I know you're going on your like vacation thing. Is that what you're going on to now or
yeah, so I took off this coming week. So that's spoilers for my win of the week.
oh
It is what it is. But excuse me. Um, yeah. So we're today was my last day before leaving for vacation. So,
so you're taking off the entire week. So it's like 4 days you're taking off next week, right?
yes, yeah, since Monday's technically
Monday's
a holiday.
the deserved holiday, yeah.
Yeah.
So then you go back to work then on the 7th then, right?
Yes, that Monday.
And then you work until the 15th and then we go on vacation.
Yes, yeah, so I'm there for like a week and a couple days. 2 days, yeah. And then we're going to Texas.
So when are you going to when are you leaving for your trip?
Um,
Your broken bro trip.
we are having to take Baxter. I think we're dropping him off Monday.
Hey, it's getting to the hey, if our dogs get along, you wouldn't have to drive all the way to Altus. You could drive a couple blocks down my way and I could watch Baxter.
Oh, yeah, whenever you move up to the city and stuff. Yeah. I
I'm sure they'll get along. The only one I'm really worried about is Leia.
yeah, um we had our my I guess it was my brother's dog, but is now my mom's dog. We got to dog sit this past week for a while. My parents had gone to Minnesota to meet up with my mom's birth parent and whatever. So we just had to dog sit the dog, and Baxter did okay for a little bit, but since he's been the only dog for so long, he does not have the ability to like not be aggressive
Went
with his
down.
food bowl,
Yeah.
like because he's used to getting um like treats and stuff at dinner time, just because that's how we've kept him out of our stuff. Is he's like, oh, here's a bone, eat this and leave me alone so I can eat in peace, kind of thing. So we had to,
I just put them in bed like that. I put them in their crates whenever it's time to eat.
yeah, which I mean probably is the smarter choice, but since Jade was here, we were kind of doing the same thing for her, and he was not about her eating his treats. Like he was not about it. So we had several instances where he went to bed really early for being a dickhead. So
I'm surprised. What's really weird is my dogs can both eat out of the same food bowl and drink out of the same food bowl
yeah,
at the same time.
all right.
Like I don't understand it, but I thought
It's
they were gonna fight the first because I've never seen that happen before. It's always a fight, you
yeah.
know. But they just do it.
I mean, it's a
It's
good problem to
weird.
have.
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. He's so huge. Like he like sprout out on my bed like starfishing right now, and he almost takes up like a whole like 1/3 of the bed starfishing on a king size bed.
That's what you want.
Like he's such a and the best thing about Vader is he's not an aggressive dog.
Yeah,
He's very like
very chill.
chill and like he just like he likes people and that's it's a good problem to have. Like
He's
I
just
was
a
talking with
big
him.
boy.
Yeah, He thinks he's still tiny boy, and he's a big boy, big boy. But I was talking with my counselor today, and she was just like she said she's gonna sign off on having Vader and Leia being me and my brother's emotional support animals.
All right. So what does that
I don't
actually
know.
mean?
I don't know the grand scheme of things, to be honest.
Fair enough.
But but it was just some official piece of paper that I wanted to have just in case something happens, basically.
Yeah. Ok- what would that piece of paper help against?
I don't know if somebody tried kicking me out for having dogs or something like that. Because like I think you can't kick somebody out if they have an emotional support animal.
I have no idea about any of that. So that's
I don't know.
yeah,
I mainly just got it for the sort of what if situation, you know?
yeah. I mean that works. As like I said, I just have no idea. So I was not even gonna try to speculate on what or what isn't rules.
Yeah.
But
But it's so far, I mean, it's okay. Like things are he's being good. He's good. I'm glad I got him. Hopefully the I talked with the my potential landlord today, and then
mm-hmm.
he kind of gave me the rundown on. He sent me like an application and everything to do with that. So I'm gonna fill that out and then take it with me the first day or the whenever I go and look at the property. Hopefully sometime next week.
Yeah. I was about to say, does he have a day set for whenever you can? Because
Oh,
they were like moving out the first, weren't they?
yeah, they're moving on the 31st. So he said on the first is when he'll be able to go in there and like look at it and work on it and stuff.
Yeah, because I remember whenever he was showing us the house we're in now, he was still doing repairs and stuff around here and kind of touching up paint and all that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah. I
but
mean, either way, I don't mind if he's got to do that. I just want to like,
oh yeah,
I just need to know for sure that I can move in there, like,
yeah,
because he's the only one that I've had any sort of like luck with, and it was like 900 a month, I think, or something like that,
yeah.
and like I that's totally like doable, and it's like within my like income and everything like that. So I'm hoping that the things will work out. God, I hope so.
Yeah. Well,
The only thing I don't like about it is that there's no carpet anywhere,
yeah, that's kind of
but
weird.
it makes it easier to clean up, I guess.
Yeah, with two dogs like that, that's probably why he's probably so chill about two pretty good sized dogs. That
Yeah,
is,
there's no carpet, but see now I have a vacuum cleaner and a steam cleaner for no reason.
I that's yeah, that's fair. Um,
Oh, I hate ovens like that. That's like built in.
it's like
Sorry,
built in
I'm
the
looking at yeah, built in the wall. I'm looking at the pictures again. I'm being
oh
picky. The garage looks pretty big though. Like I'm like that's probably the thing I'm most looking forward to is that big
big
old
old
garage.
yeah. I didn't
I hope it
really
automatically opens. I hope it looks like it does, but I hope it does. If not, I'm gonna be pretty sad.
I didn't
But
look that deep at it, but it's
I just
also
started
not me
looking at it
moving into
again.
it.
Yeah, and apparently it's got a shed too, so that's also nice.
Yeah, whenever I drove by, that shed didn't look super reliable,
It
but I mean,
looks like something I would just stick a lawnmower in and call it
yeah.
a day. You know.
Granted, like my lawnmower right now is covered in a tarp that's bungee strapped to the grass collector bag, like so.
Yeah, some things are better than nothing. You know,
Yeah,
kind of my take on it. I
yeah,
was looking at like the back door of it is very just like just kind of there, and no, it's kind of like your back door, but like no steps. It looks very weird. like
Hmm.
the side there or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm being picky again, but I got no reason to be.
It worked. It counts.
But
Oh,
anyways, I hope I hear back about this next week. I'm gonna fill out this thing tomorrow probably, and then go take it to him.
yeah.
And then just hold out until he's like, "Hey, can you come look at this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be there in an hour and a half."
Yeah. Just try to give me a little bit of leeway here, but I'll be there as quick
Yeah,
as I can.
be there. I live an hour and a half away from you, so hopefully he's cool with it.
Yeah.
And it's the like I said, it's the only house that like I'm gonna be able to like look at so far. So like, I hope things go okay.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll be all right. Like he's been a pretty good landlord, so I don't really have any complaints with him.
Uh,
The AC thing last summer was kind of annoying, but
but that was because he was like he was gone, right? Like,
yeah, he was gone that weekend, and like
yeah,
as the situation could have been avoided if he would have just responded the first time, but it is what it is, I guess. It
yeah.
got fixed eventually.
Apparently, apparently it has like a not a concrete background back there, so where I can like put up like a little gazebo or something like that back there.
Are you gonna put you up a gazebo?
Something like that, or like a little just like pop up. Or shut up, like just a little pop up awning or something like that. You know?
Yeah, it's like one of like a picnic tent thing.
Yeah, I do that and get some patio furniture. This
Uh,
has potential to be really nice. I don't like all the trees though, but that just means my brother has to rake in the
yeah,
fall. So it's not me, it's him.
yeah, his problem.
It's a that's a turtle boy problem, not a me problem.
Foreshadowing.
Uh,
Speaking of
Also,
tree
the
problem.
shower head looks really weird. Okay, tell me your tree problem. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I have to like trim the trees real bad this weekend. I need to mow tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to it.
You
But
have to trim the hedges.
I sure.
Sorry,
I,
I was making a joke.
I mean, I figured because of the weird little chuckle you did, but I guess it just went over my
Never mind.
brain.
It did. It
Um,
went way over your brain.
I say I didn't get home last night until 3:30,
When
so
did you go to work then after that?
I was at the office by 8:15 because
Oh,
my body was like, "Hey Conan, it's 7:10 in the morning. Time to wake up and start your day and be pissed off like a son of a all day." So I woke up and was wide awake at 7:10, and I was like, "I hate everything and everyone, and this is stupid, and I hate it, and this is dumb, and I
you
hate
know,
it."
the more I'm looking at this house, the more I don't think the garage door opens.
It's just a fake garage door.
No, like it doesn't like let me rephrase that. It doesn't automatically open
Oh, how can you tell if it opens automatically or not from a picture?
because of the stuff on the side. There's no. It doesn't look like there's anything holding it in the middle to pull it up. Yeah, it doesn't look. It just this is what it looks like.
I don't guess I know enough about garage doors to really know what any of that means.
It's all good. Oh, this means I have to get carpets though.
Like rugs.
Yeah, I guess having a vacuum. I guess having the vacuum cleaner and steam cleaner. I guess is still a good thing.
I mean, it's kind of one of those things better to have it and not need it than the other way around, I guess.
All
But
right, let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Conan Jones, what is your fail of the week?
so kind of like what I was alluding to, on call just sucked yesterday. Like I got home. when did I get home just normally after work yesterday? Let me look and see, cause I called wifey yesterday. I called her at 5:24. Then we played League for a little bit. We played League for a good amount last night, which that was fun. Um, and then I, unfortunately, not thinking, took a melatonin before bed, and I got a call at about 11 saying that I had a call out case. So I got to go do that, and I didn't get home until 3:30, and I hated my life because it was a long night. I mean, obviously,
Oh,
because between
that
that,
sounds
yeah, and
that
then
sounds nasty.
it was not super fun. Um, so that with wow, what words? What am I trying to say? I just like I had to drive to more afterwards last night also, and it is just adds to the length of the evening, and it was a long night. I'm just all the way around the world to say it was not a whole lot of fun, but we got everything handled, everything got figured out, everybody's safe, so
Good
that's what
job, Cody Jones.
that's what matters. So
But my fail this week is I don't know what. It's been an okay week. I've just been like really just irritable is the word I've been using throwing around. It's just like 'cause I'm nervous about this move and stuff. I'm nervous about like not having enough money. I know I'm gonna have money for everything. I just don't have it right now. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Because I got those 3 checks hitting boom, boom, boom this month.
yeah,
So like, I'm still nervous about all that. I'm still more nervous about this move, and I'm hoping everything will be okay. It's one of those things, you know. But
it's a lot of
besides that, out of every night, it just seems like I'll take a nap and then I'll wake up with just a headache, and I don't know why. Like it's
it's
on the
not
right
good.
side of my temple, and I'm afraid I have cancer.
Hopefully that's not the case, but
Always my immediate go-to that I have brain cancer.
yeah, I say you start looking on WebMD and it's like, oh, you have the flu or you have cancer. I,
Oh,
I was gonna
cancer it is.
trying to think of some funny location to have cancer. Well, not funny, but
Oh, cancer's funny, huh?
yep. Heard it here
Ha ha
first,
ha.
guys.
Oh, cancer's funny. Sorry. That was me making fun of Conan Jones.
So I also appreciated the little Twitter call out from like something we talked about like a week and a half ago.
Hey, I likes what I likes. All right.
I
I
wasn't
was,
flaming you for saying it. I was just or for liking what you likes. It's I just didn't know if knew that your activity was,
I knew. I just don't care.
and that's fair.
If I had to be blunt about it, I just don't care.
Yeah,
Like it is what it is, kind of thing, you know.
it's very fair. I
But I'm
says
not gonna talk about it on here. I'm not gonna talk about the. You can go check out my post on Twitter if you want, and Conan Jones is tagged in it. I ain't
yep.
gonna talk about it here. I will say that not 2 hours after posting that, I saw another one, and I was just like, "Yep, I'm liking this." Just don't care because I know what I'm about. And if you see it, mind your business. It's not important,
Not
but
for you guys.
it's not for innocent eyes. I mean, I guess it is. It's nothing bad. Like it's not anything like provocative, is it? It's just
I mean, it's definitely. I would definitely say it's provocative, but maybe not explicit might be,
Listen, yeah, that's the
or
better way to, yeah.
maybe I don't I don't want to use the word pornographic, but
It's not.
exactly.
Anyways, we're getting dangerously close to me.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right, Conan Jones. What stupid story do we have from college this time?
Honestly, dude, like I threw this together as I was finishing dinner, and I was like, I don't even remember remotely stories from college. Like, um,
You remember that time that we were having like one of the very first barbecues out back, and we had that really crappy put together barbecue that was charcoal. Do you
mhm.
remember that one?
I think I know where you're going with this.
And then it was windy that day,
Mm.
and we couldn't get the fire started. I
Yep.
don't know what was going on, but we were being, and I think the biggest thing is like I didn't have lighter fluid, I think. But it was supposed to be one of those charcoal or one of those
Easy light charcoal bricks or
easy
something
light
like that.
charcoal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, we don't even need charcoal fluid because that stuff's bad for you anyways. We'll just get this and whatever. But so it was windy. I couldn't get this fire started, and I'd already had a couple brewskis by the time this has gotten around.
Yeah.
So my idea, and keep in mind, Conan Jones was sitting right there, like holding my hand throughout this whole thing, and was telling me like what a good idea this was. that
Heaven
that we
forbid
should,
if I'm going down, Conan's going with me.
um that we should put Captain Morgan on the fire or on the charcoal because it'll light because alcohol is combustible and it will light like lighter fluid but not
if
give
it's
the same bad fluids or whatever.
if it's high
So
enough proof anyway, it'll combust.
yeah, Captain Morgan wasn't very.
I think the
I
stuff
think
that we had, I think it was 151.
was it Bacardi? Ooh, I thought it was Captain Morgan, but even that's even better if it was Bacardi because Bacardi is. Whew. But anyways, we didn't just put like a little bit on there.
It was a good
We
amount.
we put like a good amount on there, and then like it got to the point where you could like kind of like taste it in the food, and it was pretty good. I honestly enjoyed it. But we also had somebody else there with us, um, and he's a very much a not a drinker or party goer. I have another story to tell about him too that we'll get to. I don't know if I actually told that one, but I might have. Uh, but he was sitting there. He was like, "Guys, I think I'm drunk." You remember that?
uh, Possibly. Was it my little?
Yes.
Yeah, because
I'm
that would have been
pregnant.
like real early on.
Yeah, that was like when he was still with the old CBF and everything.
Yeah, like OG CBF.
Yeah. The one that started the trend of CBF.
Yeah,
And then we all realized that we had one.
yeah. Then everybody got one. That's funny. Yeah, I think I actually do remember that because we were both just like, dude, shut up. Like,
I remember that was so stupid. Like I don't know what his deal was. So he was cool sometimes, and sometimes he was just wet blanket. But I
I
don't
led
know.
a pretty protected life growing up, but I
Yeah.
think his was definitely more so than mine, and yours was less than both of us had like altogether in any sort of current or alternate reality.
Very much just thrown into the thick of things at 12 and was just like, hey, be home when the lights come on.
Good luck. Yeah.
Good luck.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
That was literally what my dad did. Like, he just threw me out and just like, don't come home until the lights are on. So, yeah, growing up in the mean streets of Anadarko, trying to figure
Um,
out something to do and ended up just smoking. I think I started smoking when I was like 14, I think. It was young. I was young, but then I quit when I was 24. So
There you go.
Damn, I haven't smoked well, I haven't like chain smoked in 5 years. Look at me go.
Look
Proud
at
of
you
me.
go.
Proud of me. But yeah. Uh so the other one, you remember that time whenever he was I know we this is all about him today apparently. That the time he was making the sign for the bake sale.
I remember this happening, but I don't remember the details of what happened.
I honestly think that's the same night as the
I think it actually might have been.
as what we talked about last week, the tinfoil thing. I honestly think it's the same night of that. I really do. But
I don't know if it was the same night as the tinfoil thing. I think it
I think it was. I honestly think it was. It's either the same night as that. I don't think it's the same night as whenever we had that barbecue because we just had that barbecue and hung out.
because
We didn't have like a party or anything.
what was the bake sale? Was it for like Rush stuff?
Yeah. It
Be,
was a rush type of bake sale.
well, because it was his Rush class.
Yeah, him and
Because it would have that would have been it wouldn't have been that first party because I would have had to been in long enough to have a little.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I thought it was. I thought it was.
But by the
Oh,
time he had rushed with us, or you know what I mean, like he
yeah.
had kind of come out of his shell a little bit more than a little
Okay.
bit more than he was right off fresh out of old Carl Albert High.
Yeah, but I just remember him making that sign while we're having a party, and then like it's like not like just like a little sign either. Like not like a little like
That's a big old poster board.
big old poster board, like 9 by 5 poster board. Like, hey, come out to this bake sale tomorrow. Blah blah blah. And then he got mad because he took up the whole coffee table
And a
for this party where like everybody was at. Because like I said, tuba party was like where everybody went to. Uh and yeah, go ahead.
yeah, and then got mad when something got spilled on it.
Yeah, it was just like, what did you think was going to happen? That everybody was gonna like give you the courtesy of taking up a whole table? Like,
On my
come
coffee
on, man.
table.
Yeah, like this isn't even like your place. He's like, I remember he's like, this is why I don't go to parties. Okay, that's all right. If that's what you want to say, that's fine with you, bud.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, that's probably is a good reason, but
I just that's our dumb stories for this week. I'm beginning to think I'm running out of them, or I'm going over them again.
because like I know I've said this, but they all just run together in my brain. Like as soon as you bring something up, I'm like, okay, yeah, I do remember that happening, but I would have never been able to pull these stories out of my butt like that. Just, hey, tell me something funny and random that happened, and I'm like, I I don't know.
I should be your stand-up comedian because I can just tell these stories. Just
Just
like,
pull them out your butt.
yeah, I should 100% be stand-up comedian. Would you watch my stand-up comedian act, Conan Jones?
I mean, once you get it on Netflix, I'll for sure watch it.
Oh yeah, it was on Netflix. Okay. No, you wouldn't like go to my
You're
like a comedy show down the road at some stupid uh bar or whatever.
oh hell yeah, like I'd
And
be
it
all
just
about it.
then it would just be it was like, hey look, there's Conan Jones, he's bald.
Get new material.
No, that's too easy. That's low hanging fruit as you like to say.
I like that. There's our title.
What, low hanging fruit?
No, what you said the first time.
Did I say flute?
You said flute.
Oh, damn it.
I'm trying to get
You
better
know what?
about writing stuff down as things happen that I think are relatively funny. What were you saying, sorry?
Well, I thought I corrected myself, but I guess I corrected myself with the incorrect thing. Is I guess what happened there.
You started to correct yourself, but it wasn't. Quick draw Conan over here. Just caught you.
Thanks, Conan Jones,
Got him
true friend.
again.
Ciao.
We got him, boys.
So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move into my topic two this week. As part, I want to first talk about E3. So E3 happens that week before we go on to vacation,
The
and it's
week
kind of
before?
yeah, the week before we go on vacation. It's the
Yeah.
12th through the 15th. It's literally like the last time we'll do our podcast recording for that week. So I probably what I want to do for that week is probably record on Sunday maybe for that one,
Okay.
just so we can get as much E3 stuff as we can.
Because that's the Sunday after I get back before I go. No, never mind. Oh,
No,
I'm
it's
stupid.
yeah,
It's that next week. My bad. I'm dumb.
yeah. It's the week you'll be already be back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just dumb. Yeah. That should be fine.
Okay. Uh but I wanted to see what you thought of or what you were most excited for with E3 coming up. Because we got Microsoft's doing their show, or excuse me, Microsoft Bethesda is doing their show. That's probably going to show off like Elder Scrolls 6. Well, I don't know if it's going to show off Elder Scrolls 6, but I know it's definitely going to show off that Starfall game that they're making. That's apparently Space Skyrim. Uh,
Yeah. I
and
know.
then
I
and then
was.
you got Halo Infinite that probably is going to finally look like Xbox One graphics and not Xbox 360 graphics anymore. God, I cannot believe they thought that was okay.
At least they fixed it, or
And
are fixing it. I guess.
you know, you got Nintendo's coming out with hopefully the Breath of the Wild 2 and a bunch of Zelda games, and then the open world Pokemon game. I think it's called Pokemon Tales of Icarus or something like that. And the Diamond and Pearl remakes. Diamond and Pearl is my favorite games. You got, let's see, Sony will do their own thing, their state of play thing, so it won't be connected to E3 because they don't like E3, which understandably, you got to pay people money to show off,
Watch
do
these
your
videos.
show.
You know.
Yeah, when they can just do it on their own. And I
Yeah.
still remember their last E3 that they had was pretty bad. It was like they were showing, I think they showed off four big games, the last games of PlayStation 4, and it was like God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us 2. I couldn't even tell you the fourth game.
Uh,
Probably not that memorable.
I say that's the impact that it made on you.
Yeah. And I barely even remember Ghost of Tsushima, but I was honestly probably about to buy that game, but then I started playing the game I have been playing this week, and it's pretty fun. Well, what are you looking forward to the most with E3 coming up?
Honestly, like I couldn't tell you anything that I'm really honestly excited for because I've the last two or three games I was honestly like legitimately looking forward to and excited for have just been total flops. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
true.
like there's no reason for me to try to jump on any sort of excitement bandwagon to then just have my hopes and dreams dashed and ruined again like a sad boy.
That's
So
fair. That's fair.
I am
I will
interested.
say,
Sorry, go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead.
I am interested to see like how the show itself actually does, like with all of the stuff that's going on and that's gone on this past year, if the show will survive or not. Like that is just very interesting to me with all of you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, because last year they was like, "We're done. We're not doing this anymore," and it was like, "Hey, we're back." It's very weird.
back again.
Yeah.
E3's back.
You beat me to it. Tell a friend.
There you go.
Uh, But also, what I'm probably looking forward to the most, I heard news today about the Nintendo Switch Pro. That's not the actual name of it, but that's what people's been calling it. Um, where it's gonna have just a higher spec Switch, and you could play it in 4K finally. So my 4K TV in my living room will actually like
Does what you bought it
have
for.
some. Yeah. Well, I've been playing the PS5 out there too, and it looks.
Okay,
But
that's fair.
I don't have any like 4K games yet because of it. Like I like the only 4K game I have is like the Crash Bandicoot game. Then each time I play that for about like 10, 15 minutes. I'm just like, why did I buy this?
Yeah. Why did I spend money on this?
Why did I spend money on this? I'm just mad. Like I'm not having fun. But I'm hoping that this next game that we're gonna talk about. But that's what I mean. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking forward to also the God of War, Ragnarok. I think that'll be really good. I'm excited to see where Kratos and Atreus go next, and how they fight Thor. Because apparently that's like if you did the secret ending in the God of War, um, I guess technically four, uh, he shows up at the house at the very end of the game.
Who
So
does?
it's Thor.
Yeah. Is that a secret ending? Or is it just
Yeah,
the ending?
no, the ending is figuring out that Atreus is half giant and half god, and that
Spoilers.
well, the game's
I'm kidding.
3 years old. If you haven't played it by now, you don't care to play it. Conan Jones, you literally had your brother's PlayStation with God of War on it, I believe.
I beat it.
And oh wait, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you didn't play it.
No, I beat that and Spider Man. Spoder
Which one
Man.
did you like better?
They're so different. Like,
Right?
because I remember whenever I was playing them, I had started with Spider Man
Spider
and
Man.
got real into it, and then I got about halfway through it, and I'm just like, okay, it's kind of a lot of the same thing. I'm gonna put in God of War just to kind of mix it up and do something a little different. And the control system was just so different, and the weightiness of Kratos and swinging his axe as
It
opposed to
slows down.
yeah, but then with like compared to the nimbleness of Spider-Man, which they just
But that
nailed.
But that should yeah, that's what I was saying. It should attribute to the great game design that they had with it. That
Absolutely.
Spider-Man's supposed to be a quick, fast, nimble character. He's not supposed to. He could use brute. He could use strength, but that's not his.
He's gonna smack the crap at you,
Yeah,
but he's
and
gonna
then
do it with style.
yeah, and Kratos, he's the brute force. I'm gonna chop you in half and get all bloody and gory with it, and it's amazing. Like
Yeah,
that's why I said before. I remember we had this argument back when Major was still on the podcast that who would win out of Master Chief and Kratos, and I think even you took Major's side, and I was like, "There's no way that Master Chief could beat Kratos in a fight." Like
I think it's
Master
weird
Chief,
how you pronounce Kratos.
what?
You like
How do you pronounce
you
it?
pronounce the A real strong.
Kratos? Kratos?
Kratos.
Kratos?
Not. There's no Y in the middle of his name.
Kratos?
Kray.
What the
Kratos. It's not a crayon.
Kratos? That's what I've been
I
saying.
know that's weird. It's Kratos.
Kratos.
You're like adding an extra syllable in the middle of his
I'm not
name.
adding. No, I'm not adding an extra syllable. You're ridiculous.
Boy. Boy. Hey, look at me with
Boy.
tying into things that we're talking about. That was totally intentional too. Mmm.
Yeah, I totally think Master Chief would just get his everything rocked by Kratos. Like
Eh.
there's there's no way that Master Chief would beat Kratos ever. Like especially that was like when I was thinking of it back in like God of War 3. Like now he's got that axe. Dude, he chopped Master Chief's head off so quickly and he just like you finally see his face reveal and it's just his like cold lifeless head sticking out of he'd get Django fetted real quick. That's what I'm saying. Like Kratos would just he'd rock his face.
I'm just Just put him in space, and we'll see.
Yeah, but they gotta you gotta go by death battle rules that they have to go on an even playing field.
No,
You can't
it's
you
a
can't just
celebrity
go
death
in
match.
oh yes.
Just claymation. Oh my
Like,
god, that would be amazing. Did they?
let's see. Did
Did,
you ever watch Celebrity
oh my
Deathmatch? I love that show.
dude, I remember like randomly catching it when my parents would see it and be like, "Oh, why are my parents watching cartoons?" And then little did I know.
That is, I mean, I actually put on an episode to watch. It's Chris Rock versus Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, Dwayne the Rock
He's,
Johnson.
it's so weird still calling him Dwayne. Like I've always just called him The Rock or Rocky. You know,
Yeah, now it's like he goes by the whole thing.
he's like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Like no, you stop. You started as The Rock.
Yeah,
You gotta have Mills Lane being the referee still too.
I don't know what that sentence means.
Judge Mills Lane. You ever watch his court?
You're saying
Um,
words, but I don't.
the
the
referee for Celebrity Deathmatch.
Okay, yeah. See, I don't guess I remember that many details of it. Apparently, I'm sorry.
I'm so disappointed in you right now.
Oh, surprise.
Anyways, all right, but the second part of it is that they showed off PlayStation had a state of play reveal,
Oh, okay.
and they showed off Horizon Forbidden West, which is the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, the 2017 game. Came out this so in my humble opinion, the only reason why Horizon Zero Dawn didn't get Game of the Year was because it came out as the same month as Breath of the Wild, Zelda's Breath of the Wild, and I honestly think it's the better game from Breath of the Wild. And that's a bold statement to make, but
Is
it's
are you speaking for game of the year in general or the low scale game of the year?
no Game of the Year in general. This was
Okay.
before we did.
Was it really?
No, wait, no,
I was like, I feel like I remember when
yeah, wait,
did Horizon Zero Dawn release? February 28th
yeah,
of
2017.
2017.
Yeah, and then Breath of the Wild came out 3 days later on the 3rd of March.
So,
Anyway,
had we started this? We hadn't
no,
started this yet.
we started at the end of March.
Yeah.
There's
Wow.
a lot of good games that come out in 2017. I think the God of War came out in. Uh,
I've got mail.
I'm pretty
I've
sure God of War came out to the. Oh wait, no, it came out 2018. 2018 then had great games. Then I think.
All games are great games.
No, there's not. You ever play ET on the Atari 2600?
I did not.
You
It
ever
was not a great game.
you ever play Pac-Man? That's not a great game either.
Man, can't even just appreciate it for its historical significance.
I absolutely hate Pac-Man. Like
A,
it's
sp- a
boring.
special place in hell for Pac-Man.
Like Galaga is such the better arcade game. Like you get to move around more. You actually get to do. See, all Pac-Man is doing is like oh, like bop 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 bop, eating stuff and everything. At least with like Galaga, you get to move the ship around and like shoot the button. Like
Yeah.
Galaga's the better arcade game. Galaga is like by far the best like arcade cabinet game. There's not a better one. Let's see how much. Uh, refurbished Galaga machine. Probably going for at least 10,000.
have
I don't want. I want the actual thing. I don't want the. Yep.
a Raspberry Pi kind of thing.
And like, okay, so this one's going for 3,000, 3,000.
That's ridiculous, man.
I'd buy one.
Would you
Hey,
buy
Conan,
a real one or just like make you a Raspberry Pi one?
I'd buy a real one. Dude,
Hell,
they look so good though. Like just for the nostalgia of it. Like,
see, I just don't have the nostalgia for it that you do.
okay, so there's this. So before 36th Street became the gay district, or 30, excuse me, 39th Street became the gay district in Oklahoma City. Um, there's a laundromat on 39th and Villa where my mom would go do her laundry at. And she'd give every time she'd do it, she'd give me $1 in quarters so I can go play Galaga for like however long. She was like, make this last. So, it went from, first starting out that, I'm really bad at Galaga to, hey, the laundry's done, let's go. And I'm still playing Galaga kind of thing. That's why Galaga will always be a special place in my heart, just because that was what got me into gaming was that
Yeah, see
was,
that
was
little
Galaga.
stories like that, Lo. That's cool little story to have, and that makes more sense why you feel that strongly about wanting or that kind of thing. Where I'm just like, I don't, meh, it's Galaga.
Yeah, because you probably had like a washer and dryer in your house growing up, so you never had to like deal with the struggle. I understand, Coda Jones.
I say not everybody's as awesome as me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, my first like weekend up there. You want to go to that arcade bar again? You know what I'm talking about in downtown?
Yeah, there's a new one that's over
There's a
on
new one. It's called
16th called Up Down.
Up Down. Okay,
It's over there
see.
by the that pizza place, Empire, kind of over in that neck of the woods,
Oh, kind of over there. Is that by the what's it called?
like the old Brahms off of Western.
Oh, that's a rough part of the town, isn't it?
Down on like 16th. It's,
Yeah, isn't that like a rough part of town?
I mean, it may have been, but it's now pretty hipster, almost paseo-ish kind of part of town.
Oh, these games cost a quarter each, though. What was the other place called?
Get retro flashback.
Retro, retro pub,
I think it's called flashback.
flashback retro pub. Yeah,
Yeah, because it was free games, and it's like I can't remember if it had a cover or not.
I don't think it did. I don't think I had a cover on.
At least on the night we were there.
Yeah, probably have a cover on the weekend though.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, you see it right there. There's a cover on Fridays and Saturdays beginning at 7 p.m.
How much is the cover?
$5, which isn't bad at
Nice.
all.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be down for that.
It's a good place.
It's a
We'll go
date.
there and
Done.
yep, just leave JoJo Jones at home.
Yep.
Would she even enjoy anything like that?
Uh,
Probably just to get out, maybe, but not really like.
yeah, it's kind of a weird deal. Like, she would go because I would enjoy it, but I don't think
Right.
she would actually enjoy it herself. But
Yeah. Oh, we should invite Big Booty Judy too.
have her drive from Amarillo. I guess she got a job in Lubbock, so she's.
Oh, the last thing I remember was that she was moving to Oklahoma.
Yeah, she had applied for a job, but I don't think she actually got that job.
Oh,
So I know
I
you're
say that
sad
I haven't talked to her in like.
since
When was your bachelor night?
2017.
God, I was absolutely
We started
destroyed.
this the same year I got married.
No, there's no way. We had to start a year after. No, we started 2018.
Started in 18.
Yeah, because we started because by the I think.
Yeah, because we're in the middle of our third year.
Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So we started in
Yeah.
2008. Yeah. Yeah, that's how math works. Crap, we're stupid.
It's been a day, man. I have
I
an
know.
out. I don't want to hear it.
I had to go to Indiahoma today and like weed eat stuff at graves for my grandma. And then tomorrow I'm going to my dad's grave to go clean it up and everything, and
Um,
yeah, doesn't deserve it, but I'll do it anyways. Uh,
See, we never
so
actually did anything for Memorial Day. I was like, okay, it's just a holiday to just like go to the lake and drink. Apparently, like,
you're supposed to go out and like put flowers at the graves and like remember stuff, and I mean that's what I'm planning on doing. Is just
yeah. Which I mean,
get
like, that's
flowers.
while that's the intended purpose, that was just never what I witnessed growing up. Not that my family ever did that. Like, we
Yeah.
just didn't do any. It was just another day. Like, I
No, it's
don't
pretty
know.
important to my grandma, so I just try to make her
Yeah.
happy as I can, kind of deal.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Uh, but back to the Horizons.
Yeah,
We didn't
sorry,
even.
I'm
Yeah,
all
where
over
are
the
we at
place.
with this? Where are we at? What time? Where are we at with time?
We're at 51. Good lord.
All right, so I'll save it for next week. Then it gives me something to talk about next week.
I'm sorry.
That's fine, Cody.
Derailed us a lot.
You know, I ramble as well, so it's not a big deal at all. It's kind of our marketing thing is that we just ramble and talk, and some people enjoy it, some people don't, and then we don't even argue anymore because now Mage is gone, and I don't.
I don't fight with you. There's no
Yeah,
point.
anytime we do argue, it's just like it's to the point where like we just leave the call. So like we don't even. I don't.
Essentially.
Uh, we either just sit here and talk the whole time, or like we just don't talk at all.
You're not wrong though.
It is that is 100% of the thing. But dude, I'm excited to go to this flashback. Well, and see, I'll be fully vaccinated by then too. So then I won't have
Ooh.
no. Ooh, I know. And go out and just have a good old time. But all right, well, let's go ahead and move into topic three this week. What I
That's what I
appreciate.
appreciate about you.
Conan Jones, what do you appreciate this week?
I have two. But
All
before I
right.
jump into my appreciates, did you listen to last week's recording?
I listened to a little. Wait, yeah, I did. I listened to it to like. I didn't get to like the last little bit of it though, because I
Okay.
think we went to go do something.
Okay. So I added a little sound effect.
I did hear that. I did hear that. The
Okay.
Squirrely Dan. I heard
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to see if that was actually heard.
I thought you had already done that. I thought you already did. I did. I thought you did that like the whole time.
Oh, no. I
So that's why I
didn't.
didn't say anything about it. I like it. So it's because everything we need a sound clip for everything. So it's fine.
Yeah. I need to find I think I have a sound clip for most things. Um
I don't really care about the ones about like the topic ones and two. I don't care about that one, but I think we do really do have one for everything. You know what we need to do is I need to redo our music. I think after we move and I get everything set up like I want, I'm gonna redo our music and
um
actually make it look nice or sound nicer instead of recording off on my Razer microphone back in 2008. That's the still the same recording we've used the whole time. Is
yep.
that one?
It's the same exact one. Cuz it's kind of been adjusted just based on like the intro notes or like words and stuff, but neither here nor there. Okay. So for my appreciates, I despise I don't know why I hate this, but I hate like bathroom sinks where the faucet is like an eighth of an inch away from the sink itself. So like as you're washing your hands, your fingertips and like your nails are all that hits the water, and then
Okay.
you have to do like the guy from Scary Movie 2 stirring the chicken to get all of your hands under the water. Like,
Stretch.
Nothing? Okay.
That's a stretch.
You know what I'm
Sorry.
talking about though, right?
I know what you're talking about, but that's a stretch.
But like I hate that. So like whenever a sink has like a faucet that comes out further and is not just right along the actual sink, I appreciates it because it's so much easier to do what you need to do and wash your hands.
And what's your second thing that you appreciate?
I appreciate when toilets are tall. Like it's a weird thing, but
This is what we're just doing is bathroom. I appreciate bathrooms that accommodate Conan Jones.
exactly. The
There.
Well, it's like last week at the office, my internet downstairs had died, so I had to like pack my stuff up and go upstairs to one of my coworkers' rooms because he was out for something that he had some personal stuff happen. Um, so I just moved up to his desk, and he's just been gone this whole time. So I've just kind of stayed up there. And there's another bathroom upstairs, but it's like a residential toilet and not like a commercial office building toilet. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's
So
it
you're essentially just living or working at a house, right?
Yes, yeah. I mean, yeah, it is a converted home. Um, but the one upstairs is just like a residential toilet, but the one downstairs is like one of the like office building
Yeah.
massive flush, like strip the paint off the wall kind of flushes. And the one downstairs is like an extra like 4 inches taller than the one upstairs. And
Yeah.
my long old Amazon legs appreciate the longer or the taller toilets.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
so
Vader's is currently on my table saying hi.
Hi, Vader.
Hi, big
Hello
boy. Hi, big boy.
and
Okay, get down.
welcome.
Get down. Please get down. Okay, get
See,
down. We'll
he's
go outside in a minute. Okay. Can I have my desk, please? Thank you. Jesus Christ. Well, I appreciate my counselor giving Vader and Leia the that paper of them being my emotional support animals.
yeah.
So I think that's a good thing to have. I also appreciate it'll come up in my wins of the week, but I appreciate the lady at the DMV. She was really nice and really thorough with me. But with that, we'll get to that here in a minute, though. All
Thorough.
right, Ken Jones. Let's move to the topic four. What have you been playing this week?
Um, the little bit of time I've had, I'm still kind of just chipping away and putting time into Factorio for my achievement stuff. We played League the other night and did some of the whatever that one is called.
Blitz.
Nexus Blitz. There you go. We did some of that, and that was fun. I played some with Mage after you and Milky had left. Um, I was telling my wife that Mage is too even keeled while playing League, and that pisses me off more than like you raging with me. You know what I mean?
Even rage anymore, Conan Jones. You're the only one that rages at League. If I get to the point where I start raging at League, I just turn it off. Like the roles have definitely reversed with this one, where I don't get mad at League anymore because I know it's gonna make me mad. I just have to find that point where I know if I play one more, I'm gonna get mad and stop playing and like start yelling. So that's what I do is I play until my limit. You know, I'm like a junkie getting trying to wing myself off of it. You know, it's like I know exactly how much I need before it starts becoming too much.
Yeah. See, it was weird because like I can normally do that also, and like okay, I'm done. I can't handle another one. I'm gonna be done. But like I was fine going into that last one, other than just being tired, which maybe that was it. But like as for my mood, I was fine. And then just he just had a couple little comments. I'm just like, shut the hell up.
What
Help.
did he say? What did he say? If I might ask.
I was jungling as Quinn playing Nexus Blitz because I was just like I was just feeling. I was like, whatever. I just want to do something that I kind of know how to do.
Mhm.
And I was really behind, like, because the carries just take so long to speed up with the new items and stuff. And I was trying to get blue buff with our other jungler, and then a fight broke out kind of there in the middle because somebody got caught. So
Right.
then he's just like, "Why are you getting blue buff? There's a fight going on." I was like, "There's not a fight going on. Someone got caught." He was like, "There's more important things than blue buff." And it's like, I don't care. I wanted blue buff. Like, it's Nexus
See, see,
Blitz. I don't give a damn.
see, at that point, that's whenever I knew I would like I shouldn't play anymore because I knew I was just gonna get mad. So
But
that's
then,
why
see, when
I
I
didn't
make
play
that
anymore.
decision, I then also get flamed for rage quitting and leaving the game. But I
Yeah,
can't finish the
but you do
game.
it during game though. Like
So as
that's
soon
it.
as that was my last one.
Yeah. Then you should just be done. Then, like, if you know you're about to get mad, just be done.
Yeah,
So,
and that's what I did, and I was done, and I didn't play anymore last night, and I went to bed.
oh, okay. Well, good job, Conan Jones. Proud of you.
What have you been playing?
I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I've had a really good time with it. It's been fun going back through it because I guess the first time I played it, I didn't really do that good. I don't think I just kind of raced through it, but now that like I'm actually like taking my time and playing it, man, it's really fun. It's really in depth and thorough. I'm like I'm at like the for my main story quest, it's like level 25, and my actual level right now, since I've been doing all the extra stuff and everything like that, I'm like level 42.
Okay,
So I'm just gonna when I eventually get done with the main story quest stuff, I'm just gonna go and just like wreck its face.
that's what you want to do.
Yeah. All right.
What is that game even about? Like,
So it's about like it's a apocalyptic future where the world is overran by machines,
okay,
and life has gone back to a primitive point of life where there's no like technology or anything like that. It's just the main thing you use right now, like how you fight, is you fight with bow and arrows. There's different types of bows and arrows you use, and like different sorts of ammo with it. But the bread and butter of it is bow and arrow gameplay, and you got to fight these big old robots with a bow and arrow, and it's pretty fun. It's really like it's kind of like Dark Souls. How I view it.
uh huh,
It's like Dark Souls.
okay. I see. I just because like after watching that video that you sent, I'm like, okay, so she's like a cave woman kind of looking lady. Oh, there's a robot raptor. Okay, wow, the graphics look really nice. Like,
Yeah, that was my thing. The graphic looked
it's
amazing.
like, okay,
Like,
so she's a cave woman fighting a dinosaur robot with a bow and arrow, but
yeah.
they have no technology, but they're fighting robots.
I'm not gonna go into the story details of it
But there's
because I don't
they
want.
go into reason and stuff like that that more than just
Yes.
that. Okay, got you. So yeah, we won't. I won't make you dig into it that far then.
Yeah. There's a whole big old thing about that.
Big
It's
old
like I
thing.
said, it's a really fun game. Like I will say it's probably not for everybody because it is kind of one of those like not guilty pleasure games, but just it's kind of complex. You got to be able to get into the realistic understanding that bow beats dinosaur kind of deal, you know.
Yeah,
And
kind
it's
of
I
what
think
I
it's
just
kind of
kind of.
hard, and it's kind of hard for people to like get into that. I agree, like,
Just the
but
exact thing I just got hung up on.
yeah, I know. But anyways, that's what I've been doing, and I beat GTA. I was playing GTA last week, and I beat it. So So now it's just been
Hmm.
now it's just been sorry,
Focusing.
yeah. All right, but yeah. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our wins of the week. Cody Jones, what is your win of the week?
It is finally Friday. I am off work for a solid, well, I say that I have to go in. I have to go back on Sunday because I didn't get done the stuff I needed to get done because I had to do a visit today. Did I send you the snap when I was in Norman?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, because I had to do a visit with a family in Norman today, but I had to go pick the kids up.
You sent me something about a park, I think.
Yeah, I was in Norman for the park. At the park, had to pick the kids up in
Yeah.
Purcell, drive back to Norman to the park, do the hour visit back to Purcell, back to the office. And then by the time I got back, I was like, dude, my brain is fried. I have no focus. I'm just going to have to do this over the weekend. And he was like, okay, whatever. So, I,
I'm glad he was like cool with it and everything and that.
yeah, he's a chill supervisor, especially with stuff like that that makes sense. Because, I mean, he was the on call supervisor with me last night, and he passed out before I got home. So I just texted him when I got home. I was like, "Hey, it's 3:30. I made it home." And I didn't hear anything until 10 o'clock from him, which is understandable because I would have slept in if my body would have let me. But outside of that, I don't have to go back to work for like over a week, and I'm super excited about it.
What?
I'm really excited. I don't know. I I tried to combine some words. I'm not even sure what words I was trying to combine, and it just came out really stupid. And I tried to move past it, but you didn't let me. So I thank you. That's what I appreciate about you.
All right. As I'm sitting there choking up and dying from it.
Yeah.
Um,
What you got
I,
this week?
I am very thankful and happy that went to the DMV and got my real ID compliance thing and was in and out of the DMV in like 15 minutes. I'm not even like my appointment was at 9. I got there at 8:50 and was out by 9:05. It was really nice.
Yeah, you lucked out real hard with that. Like,
And apparently, you have to like make these appointments and stuff for it. I had no idea. Like, I called like 2 days beforehand. And they was just like, "Hey, we had somebody cancel. We can get you in on this day. Can you be there?" Yes, ma'am, I can. Thank you for having me.
come on in. Well, all right then. Why?
But yeah, all right. We good, Conan?
I'm good if you good.
All right. Uh, Thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you have a question or a subject you want us to talk about on our next podcast, go and leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. Thank you guys again. And remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow.